a kind of book haul. All of these books were donated to me, and I have them in different stacks for different reasons, but I wanted to go through and show them to you and just show you the different kind of books. They're all picture books, and we are all about reading picture books around here. We have a ton, as you probably noticed, like in vlogs or whatever, we have a lot of bookshelves, we have a lot of books we like to read. So these ones right here are just like storybooks. There's no rhyme or reason to them, they're just storybooks. These right here are all holiday related books. I like to separate my holiday books out and then read them at the appropriate holiday. And then these ones right here are all books that we will use with school this year. Some of them are just like little readers that will be easy enough for Elizabeth and Jagger to just read to me. And some of them are actual books that go along with what we were talking about. And so we'll start with this stack first. We got On Top of Spaghetti, and I just thought this was super cute. It's got the song in it, and somebody sneezes, of course, and there goes the spaghetti. There goes the meatball. So then we got the Thank You Prayer book, and it's just a little simple book. This will probably be one that Riley will pick over and over again for me to read. I got The Candy House, and again, it's kind of like a little gingerbread house book. And so I thought that the kids would really like it. I really just went through and pulled out all of the books. She let me go through a bajillion books, and I really just pulled out so many that I knew that my kids would love. If you hear them in the background, they have cartoons going. They're playing in the empty boxes of these books. We just spent the day at the dentist, so they're all wound up. They have been sitting still for a long time. We got Count My Blessings 1 through 10, and it's got a little bedtime prayer and just cute little counting book, perfect for my preschooler. And this is Jack and the Beanstalk, which I love, like little the fairy tale type books. But this book is something not just Jack and the Beanstalk, but whoop, it's got little flaps on each page that are like little surprise things. If I could turn them into the page, that'd be great. And so those are always super fun. They don't last super well in my house because I always have lots of littles, but they do love them. This is How Do Dinosaurs Say Goodnight, and I thought this was kind of a cute one. I knew that Jagger and Jackson would both really like this book. We have Little Pig at the State Fair. It's just a little story about a state fair pig. We have Blue Skidoo at the Farm, and Melody and Elizabeth both loved Blue's Clues. I'm sure that my littles will like that one. No More Bullies, and this is just, you know, a book about not being a bully, not having bullies around. The Polite Pig. On the way home, Melody was reading this one. She said this might be her favorite little kid book, so I'll have to read it. She said that it's super cute. So, Miss Spider's New Car, and it is an easy reader, but I just kind of put it on this stack of just storybooks because I know that's one I'm going to read over and over. Town Mouse, Country Mouse, classic story, beautiful pictures. I really, really like this one. You know, some of them are just for the sake of reading cute stories, but this one, I think that the pictures are super engaging. Everybody's going to like this one. Can't You Sleep, Little Bear? And that's going to be another sweet tale, I think. And I like pictures like this, and so I think you'll like this one. Caps for Sale. This was my favorite book when I was little. As silly as that is, I guess. I always cracked up that the monkeys stole all his caps. So I think my little ones will like that one. Are you excited we got all these books?
And I love the Miss Backpack.
Would you like to get it? Okay, here you go.
It's my special and favorite book.
It's your special and favorite. The Diary of a Worm. This one looks kind of funny. I thought that again, Jagger would probably love this book.
Hey, Mommy.
Just his diary.
Hey, Mommy.
Hold on, honey. Here's a little book about opposites that I thought that Jackson would really like. Again, it's got little flaps, and they've been well worn, so you can kind of see. But I think that he'll really like that one. We got Whistle for Willie, and I honestly think that One of my kids picked this one out because it has a doxy on it, and we have a doxy.
Riley did it.
Riley did it. The Class Play, just another little story. Do you want to look at it?
Oh, the
Okay.
class play.
Just like me. So this is a book about getting a little brother. You may have noticed that our family has grown from 8 to 9, and so we are good about growing our family. And I think that the kids will like that book. The Big Bad Mood. This one cracked me up, and I have 2 little girls that tend to get in a bad mood very easily, and so I thought that this would be a great book. The Lady with the Alligator Purse. That's just going to be a funny story, kind of whimsical pictures and silliness. Thump Thump Rat-a-Tat-Tat. I really thought that Riley's going to get a kick out of this one. We have another book about a drum, and it has like the thump thump tat 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 type deal, and she loves it. We literally read it over and over and over again. So I really picked that one out for her. A Splendid Friend Indeed, a book about being friends.
Hey, Mommy, can I write my name?
Hold on, no, don't write in the book. It Is Too Noisy. This made me laugh too because it starts out with like there was a little tiny house, and inside the little tiny house lived a mommy and a daddy and a grandma and a grandpa and a whole bunch of kids and one tiny baby. And so, and it was a very noisy house. So I thought that the kids would really like that one.
Remember my book?
Yes, we have a book about being noisy.
Mr.
The
Noisy.
Surprise Party. Again, just a sweet little story. You Are My Sunshine. This is actually the song. It has the song in the back. And I like these books. I think that the kids kind of like these ones too. Fireman Small. Jackson loves firefighters, so I thought he might like the firefighter book. Excuses. This made me laugh. It's one of those lesson stories. I'm late, I lost my pup. Excuses. So here's the Human Body Riddle book. This is really like a book that I would use for school, but we're not studying the human body this year, so I just stuck it in there. Tacky the Penguin. You can see Tacky the Penguin does not dress like everybody else, and so that should be a fun little story. The Doorbell Rang. This one looked kind of fun too. I think the picture that caught my eye had a kitty cat laying in a table full of cookies, but anyways, I think the little ones will like it. The Busy Boats. Perfect book for my toddler. My Prairie Summer. I thought that Elizabeth would like this one.
What?
You want to look at it?
Yeah.
Okay. This one was not in there. It just, I guess, was on my floor and got swept up with it, but it's just a little comic book we have. How to Measure a Dinosaur. Thought Jagger would like this one. And it's a good, math one. And then Jamaica's Friend. This is all about finding something that's lost and having the courage to go give it back instead of keep it. Yeah.
I'm gonna take her out.
Does that look like it's going to be a good one? So then this stack right here is all holidays. It is 90% Christmas books, but there is one Valentine's Day book, the Great Valentine's Day Balloon Race. And I think I really only have like 2 or 3 Valentine's Day books, but I like to read the holiday books around the holiday time. I think it's good for little kids to celebrate all the holidays fully, and of course in my house that means books. I got this matzo ball soup one. This is about Passover, and we are Christians and we celebrate Easter, but we always have a Passover dinner, and so it talks about Passover, why they celebrate Passover, and then it has a recipe in the back for Mama's matzo ball soup, and so I thought that the kids would really like that one, the week of Easter. There was 2 Thanksgiving ones. This one's the Cranberry Thanksgiving, and so this one looks like it's more like a silly version of the original Thanksgiving, and then the Dinosaurs Thanksgiving, which obviously is just a silly little Thanksgiving book. But I have little boys, so they'll like that. These are all Christmas books, so you can see there's quite a few of them. We got Barbie's Perfect Christmas, and you can assume that one is based for the little ones. The Snow Lambs. This just looks like a pretty story again. Not necessarily having to do with Christmas, but it has to do with winter. And we take the entire month of December off, so we do a lot of reading of like the winter books and stuff like that. A Snowman Named Just Bob. Again, I really liked the pictures in this book. I like that style. It reminds me of the Velveteen Rabbit, which is my favorite book.
What
And
is this Emma?
it does say Emma. Good job.
I read it.
Good job. And so I thought that this one would be a nice one. It starts at Thanksgiving. And then, of course, The Snowman. This is an old classic favorite that I think that my kids will get a kick out of.
Hey, Mama.
And they'll enjoy being able to tell the story with their own words.
Hey, Mama.
What, Elizabeth?
I looked at this and it was funny.
It does look funny. Okay, sorry, I had a grumpy 2-year-old. Anyways, I think that the kids will really like this one. And being able to kind of tell the story with their own words. I know I did when I was little. The Candy Cane Christmas. So just kind of a fun little, kind of the story of the candy cane and what it's supposed to mean and everything. And then the Wild Christmas Reindeer. Again, isn't this just like a charming book? I love the pictures. I love books like this where it's got like the little pictures in it and all of that. All right, another pause. We have grumpy kiddos, I guess, today. Anyways, what I was saying was that this is a super charming story, and I love the pictures. Then we got, why don't you look at that stack right there, okay? This is the story about Jesus. I don't love the pictures. I actually don't like them at all. But that's okay. It is still the real story of Christmas, and that is what I like, and I'm sure that my kids will like it just fine. But I don't like this style. That's okay. The Grouch's Christmas. Thought this was super cute. The Grouch is my favorite Sesame Street character, and my little ones like Sesame Street. So, Huggley's Christmas. Just a kind of a cute little Christmas story. Again, nothing terribly exciting. The Nutcracker, the little girls are in ballet, and I thought that they would really like this one. I'm going to see if I can get them to go see the ballet, the Nutcracker, this year. The Night Before Christmas, I always love this story. I think it's cute, and it looks like it's told in from the mice
Hey, Mama.
part of it. Well,
We have the Nutcracker movie and we've seen it, so we know what happens.
I know. Here's the Secret Santa with Hello Kitty. Liz loves Hello Kitty. When Santa Was a Kid. So we have that one. It looks kind of cute. Alabaster's Song. It's a Christmas Through the Eyes of an Angel. And I did like this one a lot. I thought that this was a very precious story. The drawings in this one almost remind me of a Polar Express. The Snowy Day, which was one of my favorites again when I was little. Not necessarily a Christmas book, but definitely a winter book.
Hey, Mom.
What?
The dog is helping people.
Yeah.
Cute.
We got Elmo's Christmas, pictures, puzzles, and songs. And so, again, Sesame Street, can't go wrong with this one. This one did have a cover, but the cover tore. It's the Christmas Miracle. Right? Is that what it's called? I couldn't really read it very well. Yeah, of Jonathan Tomley. So, I really like this book. I really like this story. And I know my kids will too. And it's beautifully illustrated. Okay, so this is the last stack of books, and these are the books that I'm going to be using for school this year for various reasons, one way or another. So I have Whose Eggs Are These? and this is an easy reader, so I'm sure that, I know that Elizabeth could read it. Jagger will be able to read it before too long, plus it'll go with our animal study. The Apple Pie Family, this is going to be great for the fall and when we're making apple pies and stuff.
Hey, Mama, look.
Yeah?
It's an underwater ocean with a treasure.
Okay, Our Busy Tree. Again, it's an easy reader, and it has, I love these kind of like nature-y books that just help them to see
Mommy.
true books, but in a way they can read it.
Hey, Mommy, it's
What?
an abandoned.
Look at that.
Actually, it goes on a different page.
Yeah, that one's just a different page. Day and night go together. And so you'll have to put like, where does night go? Oh, you know what? Day and night goes right here. Long and short goes right here. There you go. Okay, so this is an easy reader. Hiding. I Spy Pumpkin. This is perfect for the fall.
Mama, instead of
The
the
kids really like these books.
instead of lifting weights, he lifts spoons.
Oh, wow. Here's Tree's Help for when we do our botany study.
Hey, Mama, look. You see the pig?
Yeah.
Now you know.
Why Leaves Change Colors, perfect in the fall. Pumpkin Soup, again, a great fall book, and it comes with a recipe for pumpkin soup, which the kids love it when we have a book and then we try out the recipe. Too Much is an easy reader. What Would You Like, another easy reader. Parts of the Whole, we're doing a math unit study right now, so I thought that this one would be great.
Mama, day?
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's a little bandit.
There's a bandit. Oh my goodness. Miss Mingo and the Fire Drill. And so I thought that, because every year I try to go over the fire drill, what we're supposed to do in case of a fire. Food from the Farm. So again, it's an easy reader. My Visit to the Dinosaurs. And we're not really doing a dinosaur study, but we are doing zoology, so I figured I would add in like a week with dinosaurs. Jagger's really into dinosaurs, so I thought that he'd really like that. And then we've got an easy reader to go along with it. The Elephant, again, for our zoology study. Sun, Moon, and Stars. We're not really doing
Mommy, what's this?
astronomy this year, so actually this was supposed to go in the other one, but that's okay.
Mama, what does this say?
That's fast and slow.
So that's a
So here's another easy reader. Underwater Alphabet. And I thought that this one was super cute. I like books like this. Here's Make Way for Ducklings, which we're going to read with our zoology study. And I like to have books like this that are not necessarily like a true facts type book, but one that they can just enjoy the story.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Okay. And we have the alphabet with the little train. Our planet Earth, I thought would be perfect, like around Earth Day and just kind of talking about it. But we're also doing geology this spring, so we'll talk about the Earth. We have a butterfly alphabet book. All of the kids seem to be fascinated with butterflies right now. Down by the bay, again, we've got the ocean. Bears 10 by 10. Again, an easy reader and perfect for this month. Flashy Fantastic Rainforest Frogs. I really liked the way this one looked. I love these kind of frogs when we go to the zoo, and so I think that they're going to like this one. This one is Together, and actually, I figured that Elizabeth could read it. Like, you salt the ice and I'll crank the cream. I think that she'll be able to read that just fine. And so what is a fossil? Again, when we're talking about dinosaurs, I want to be able to bring up like fossils and stuff like that. From Seed to Plant, when we're talking about botany. And an easy reader of How Many Kittens and Bigger and Bigger. And then we have an easy reader. We have a couple Dick and Jane books, and those are going to be good. We have Are You a Ladybug? And the Butterfly Counting book. And so those are pretty. Like I said, all the kids really like butterflies. Bean. This is all about how beans grow and what they look like. And George Washington actually has nothing to do with what we're studying this year. And so it actually goes in the other pile, but I thought that this would be a great one when we are doing presidents again. And I think we do it in 2 years, we'll talk about presidents again. My Counting Trip to the Zoo. And this is an easy book, but also, you know, zoology. Winter, another easy book. A Day with the Firefighters. And I figured that we would do like the, every year I try to like get them to go and be able to see the fire trucks and talk to firefighters, and we'll read this book and we'll read the other one about the fire drill. Go fire drill, all that fun stuff. Solve It. This is just kind of a fun like math solving book. Little Brother. What Do I See? Again, just super easy, but my kids have a jar that if they read, for every 100 books that they read, we have a big, huge book party. And so my little ones really like to fill up the jar. And so being able to read, whether it's a little book or not, I like it when they're reading them. So Cookies Week, I thought that Elizabeth would enjoy reading this one for school. A Picnic. We have What Hatches from an Egg. Ugh, I hate snakes. I don't know why I always turn to that page. Teeth, another super easy one. Would have been a good one for today. Maybe I'll pull it out and read it today. This is I Have Heard of a Land. This is actually about moving to Oklahoma. We're in Oklahoma and we're doing Oklahoma unit study this year, so I thought that they would like this one. Polar Lands.
Ooh.
Another Dick and Jane book. Along Comes Jake. Easy book. Goodbye, Mr. Snowman. We have Snails in School.
Ooh.
Are you excited about all these books?
That one looks cute.
That one does look cute. Animal Build. All about little animal homes, where they live.
I saw a big one.
From Blossom to Honey. And so I thought this would be a good one, and maybe we could try out some local honey and that type of stuff. Take a little field trip to see some local bees. Nora and the Great Bear. Again, we're doing zoology, so we're studying all sorts of animals, and these books are great during that. The Pumpkin. Monarch Butterfly.
That's the one that I got.
Yeah, that one's pretty. Every Autumn Comes the Bear. So this will be a great one in the autumn that we read.
And you got
Animal
a lot.
Homes.
You got a lot of wrapping for that bear one.
So it's all about animal homes. Again. Whoop! They're sliding. Apples and Pumpkins, perfect for the fall. Big Red Tomatoes.
I don't really like tomatoes though.
You don't like tomatoes? I do. Abraham Lincoln.
And we saw that on Alex's shop with
Yeah. What is Alex wearing today?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Of course. That's his
We
favorite.
have the apple tree, and then our 5 senses. And so these are the books that we were blessed with. I hope you enjoyed this video. If it did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. 2 thumbs up. And subscribe below. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Can you say bye?